When it comes to self-improvement, I find I really go through phases of like doing a big period and then like taking a break and doing a big period and taking a break. And usually when I take a break, like I had done a few weeks back when I was going to all these interviews, I stopped watching like Hamza's content, I stopped watching First Man's content, and for the first time in probably, God, yeah, probably a month, I watched some of Hamza's videos on his channels, and like the value I got out of them, it was so tangible because it directly correlates to my life. Basically, I watched a video about like being proud of you, and then also about why you're lazy, and then also about the one about having male friends, and those are all areas that I'm really struggling with at the moment. Like the proud thing, I could definitely say to more people in my life that I'm proud of them. I love praise. We love it so much. I always think to myself, why do I'm not praised for this or I'm not praised for that, and yet we love this kind of thing. So that's something I'm going to be doing from that. I'm going to try and make just and authentically, not like just over text, whatever. But if there's someone on like a video call, someone in person, someone I'm going to say, yeah, good job, you're doing great stuff. That's such a powerful thing. Another one that really is salient to me though is about the why you're lazy. Like I've been struggling with porn, I've been struggling with video games, I've been struggling with staying up late on Discord, all these bad habits, junk food as well, that's another really big one, all these bad habits. And yeah, like that video, Why You're Lazy, so pointed it down at the most best detail because it's not that these bad habits are the problem, these bad habits are the symptom of my poor mental health. And even coming off that as well, like, this is gonna be a bit of a knock against self improvement, but it's more of a knock against me. I was raised in a very conditional manner. My parents were like, if you're a good boy, you get loved, but if you're not, you don't get loved. Or they loved me, but it didn't feel like I was loved. If I wasn't good, if I messed up at school, if I screwed around, at home, if I did something silly, I was punished, and I didn't feel like I was loved. Like, I mean, and that conditionality has come up. I've grown up with that conditional understanding of love. And even today, like yesterday, I was up until like 11 playing video games, and I was like in the shower, and I was just thinking, why am I feeling so shitty? And I realized I'm conditionally loving myself. I'm in the back of my head. I'm telling myself off because I think I need that. Because I think that's the only way I can love myself. I'm telling myself off for staying up so late. I'm telling myself off for playing video games. I'm, you know, and I just had this. I even had this understanding of this background cha-cha, and I was like, wow. I didn't realize how deep this went. How these things are simply symptoms. Even addiction itself is a symptom of trauma. And poor image. I mean, like Hamza said, therapy is quite an expensive thing. But when I started this job, like one of the things I really want to invest into was get a good therapist. That's something I really pivotally think it's helped me many times in my life. I definitely think I'll definitely go back and get a good therapist as well. That'd be good for me. But yeah, all these habits are really just symptoms of this poor mental state. And when I don't do the good habits, when I don't journal, when I don't meditate, it usually happens on the weekend as well. I'm good up until Friday. Saturday, maybe I'm good. Maybe Saturday morning I'll go for my dad. If I'm really tired, I won't. And then it all goes downhill from there. I don't want to do my I don't want to do the habits. I don't want to take off my habit track. I kind of just want to. I kind of want to go the other way completely. I kind of want to jump into instant gratification. And I didn't know why for the longest time. I just thought because I just got, I'd been, I've been good all week, so I deserve this sort of thing. But really, what it actually stems from is I'm almost it's almost an escape for that punishing self-talk in my head. It's me trying to escape that criticism that like, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do that, and then trying to do it and failing to do it, and then just like defaulting to, fuck it, I might as well play video games all day, because I've got a really, yeah, I love myself conditionally, and that's, I don't know. It's hard to really say like, I love myself more when I'm doing all the good habits. Monday I didn't do anything. I felt like shit. Tuesday I did everything. I felt good. And that is one of this is probably why self improvement helped me so much because I'm so geared towards taking these things off because they feel good. But I really have to learn to separate like loving myself and then doing these habits or working on these habits. I think I'm not actually I'm merging them together so that when I do these habits, I only then I love myself. If I don't do these habits or I do the bad habits, then I don't love myself. Then I feel like I've made a massive mistake. Then I feel like I should be punished. You know, I'm waiting for a punishment and it's not even coming. You know, it's kind of, yeah, I don't really know how to put it, to be honest. It's just, it's not healthy. It's not a healthy place to be. I'm not saying that self-improvement in and of itself is good or bad, but when applied to a schema of mind, I like that word, schema, when applied to a frame of mind that is based on a conditional kind of love, then the only way you can really, the way I've been doing this self-improvement thing is that I'm loving myself when I do the good habits, but punishing myself or just getting angry at myself when I'm not. And I really need to learn how to love myself again, unconditionally. And I wish I could say there's some easy answer there, but there's not. Probably I should start reading about like complex PTSD as well. That's a book I've heard Hamza recommend about complex PTSD, because there definitely was like, yeah, a lot of like trauma with my parents as well, like me raising them, being raised by them, because they tried to raise us in the only way they knew how, you know. So I think there was like, yeah, many traumatic events, many times I felt threatened, shouted at, hit, you know. They didn't know any better, and I in a sense don't really blame them about that, because they were only trying to, I guess, they're only raising us the way they'd been raised as well, I guess, you know. They didn't have the time and the resources to research the stuff as we do today, but I've been really neglecting mental health. And watching Hamza's content again, like there's a one-to-one correlation between that and like my mental health. It's like, it's bizarre how valuable his videos are to me, and yet I don't watch them because I feel that, I don't know. Maybe it's a problem with me. Maybe it's my identity. I feel that because Hamza's straight and I'm not, that I can't relate to him as much, but that's clearly not the case. I'll have to journal this. I have to really think, why is there this barrier? Because Hamza's content helps me so much. It's helped me start this channel. It's helped me get my self-improvement journey. It's helped me in every aspect of my life. I don't want to do it because I don't want to address this trauma. That's the issue. I don't want to look at this content or do the reading or do the work because it's scary. It's really scary going back and addressing this stuff, and I'm scared. And I say this, you know, with full humility. You know, I can't do this on my own. I probably will at some point need therapy, I think, but I'm just grateful to be having these realizations today. These bad habits are symptoms of my bad mental health. Poor mental health. Even the word bad in itself, you know. I'm bad and this is bad. You know, that's such a arbitrary black and white thinking of it, you know. You just need help for yourself. I need to help myself. Sure, I've got poor mental health, but I can learn from that. I can grow. So anyways, take it guys. Remember, choose purpose over pleasure. Mwah.